brought in new shoes.
Get out of there. Nothing like, yeah, they're great.
Are you guys one-on-one?
We're 1-1-6-8. Yeah. They were 1-1-6-8 when I started, when I brought them in. I currently don't go home. I'm going next year. We're bringing some coaches in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, send them over our way.
Yeah, no, that's all good.
Good, yeah. We miss you like Megan.
Yeah,
But we miss you, yeah.
Yeah, how's weekend?
Oh, it's going. Tony wasn't there when you were here. Tony. Okay, so Tony's still there. There's been a little, just typical stuff. New boards and stuff, new superintendents and stuff, just kind of going on. And how big is your district?
Only about 100 teachers. The whole district.
So you're about a quarter of our size. How many schools is that?
5 schools.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. So we have 2 K2 buildings, 2 3-5s, and a 6-8. So, yeah, but it's small. Like one of my buildings is 8 kindergarten.
Oh, wow.
4 classrooms.
And how many is it still like 20 kids in there?
We have some classes that have like 30. That's not the norm. The norm's probably 50 to 18.
Do you have a big elective program?
We do.
So what kind of stuff?
We have like consumer science, STEM, computer, but it's like, video, animation, like all kinds of things now. Spanish is an elective, band is an elective, music, another class, art.
Your photography?
That's part of the art program.
Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Are you live in the same place or did you move?
I moved. I live on Clark, North End Beach.
Oh, really? Did you follow up?
I did not last year.
Yeah. Is this your second?
This is my second year, so
This is like that. Yeah. So working full time all year is that like
it's not bad. Then I can take vacation.
I know. So I've been doing much traveling for a while.
Yeah. Last year I did a lot of traveling. I don't have a lot of trips planned this year because I have a lot of friends getting married.
So where'd you go last year?
Did I go to Costa Rica? I went to Cape Cod, Boston. I went to Savannah.
So more in the country than out of the country. Are you doing around running? Are you doing around running or just taking pictures?
Around running.
So you're doing marathons?
Not marathons, but yeah.
That's great. I'm doing the same old, same old.
How about you? Still looking forward to seeing?
Actually, I'm going to see him right after this. This was like, oh my God, I'm halfway there. So this is great. He's doing great.
Good.
So I spent a bunch of time, but I'm back in the union again. We've been with you.
Yeah, we're good.
You guys get along. I met him with many times. So you kind of going to coach me now, hire coaches.
Yeah, I don't have, so I was hired kind of that coach can happen, but I don't have time.
I do both, yeah.
So I've been doing more coaching last year. This year I do some math. Not as much, so just math is the time.
Right.
So I'm hoping to hire some coaches.
So now who's your boss? So are you doing all the stuff like
I checked a little bit out of time. I actually have gotten to know her tech director.
Oh, really?
Really well because she's Berkeley's right by me. We're in West 40, North Dakota. was to 40. What's the hotel architecture?
There's lots of stuff out there.
So I'm actually going to call it back. They're not one-on-one yet. Or they don't
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Marshmallow challenge. How fun would that
So Carrie's is not one to one
It
yet?
has a like a step
Nor do they approach it.
engineering component to
Oh,
it.
that's
There's also
shocking.
like usually one of the things I like to do
That is shocking.
when I'm doing this is
She's only been there.
Not long.
She's pretty good for one. We're done with it.
Tom's wife is
Oh, really?
I don't know if that Oh, really?
Before it was park. It would have been Disney movie. It would have been but I was the finalist. That Kim knew me and the superintendent
You're the other person?
and he chose the other one.
Actually, I was on. Have you ever done a CDC visit? I just did one about a month ago. Tony was telling us that he applied to be. He went on the CDC visit. It is so much I hate to say. You think it's all out there. It's so much fun. They know you. You're known as you're reliable or not reliable. Have you been here all 3 days?
Check, check.
Have you done any presentations?
The past 2 days I've been you were just here today?
Just today. I was it was good. I mean, I like the more philosophical.
You probably love
No, I just kind of get I went to a couple that were more like overarching stuff. Yeah, like it wasn't that close. Because we have a program. And, but I kind of like you never know enough about people. But then you get there and they're like, they, you know what I'm saying? I really kind of like I like today's opening. And he was, yeah, I agree. So I thought and they had the government. Oh, yeah. It was okay, you can just read and so what's the big
Yeah, so teacher, did you back to agriculture? Here there's a sign.
So if I get a bag, it's right in there?
It's in your book, there's like, I don't want
And that's why none of our people are here, because I bet they all went home. Too bad I had to stay till the end of the day. So are they all, are the ground is pretty good? Yeah.
This is really I know. I think it's really good. I know, I saw a bunch of I did, yeah.
It's just you can't look it up. You don't have to. All right. Oh, yeah. No problem. Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
When are these open?
I think so. There was someone sitting here, but they grabbed their stuff and left. So
I have feet.
Go for it.
Oh, somebody said, okay. But they're here, you're sitting here, it's fine. Oh, no, I was just I know, Kevin's a popular guy.
I am. What can I say? No, it's fine.
Oh, it's up to
Did you guys meet yesterday? I don't think you were in the same room at the same time. Kara, this is Sarah Byrne. She teaches tech at West Oak Middle School in my former district.
awesome.
And Kara's a middle school tech coach.
You can't have them back, don't even think of having them back, there's not even So just from the summer wallet, from trying to take out and my phone wallet, amazing
I gotta leave. Natalie's running a really high fever.
So I hope you had a great conference. It was a great couple of days. And just in case you don't remember who I am, I'm Jerry Swedberg. I'm the president of ICE this year. And it's my pleasure to say thank you for attending. And on behalf of the governing board and executive board, we really appreciate all of the attendance and feedback and everything that we get. One of the things that we have to do as an organization that's part of this end of the conference activity is we have to have our annual vote for our slate of candidates and conduct an actual formal meeting very briefly. So we're going to get started with that, and then of course we've got some awards, and we're going to move on to some, what I'm sure most of you are here for, the awards and the door prizes. So with all that being said, let's move right along. So I'm going to call the meeting to order. It is 3:46, and we really only have one agenda item, and that is to vote for the slate of candidates. There is a slate of candidates that was presented to you 30 days ago, or more than 30 days ago. President, next year's president, Nicole O'Connell. Past president, that would be me. President-elect, Brianna Allen. Treasurer, John Clausen. Secretary, Mike McGowan. So that's the slate of candidates that's been nominated to date. If there's anyone in here who would like to nominate themselves or someone else, simply raise your hand and I'll get out there with the microphone and we'll... Okay, that's usually the way it goes. So having seen or heard none, then what I'd like to do is call this for a vote. All those in favor of this slate of candidates for your next executive board, please signify by saying aye. Aye. If there's anyone opposed, please signify by saying nay. Michelle, is your chance? Okay. Hearing no objections, this is your slate of candidates. These will be your elected officers for the next 4 years. I would be remiss to end this meeting without mentioning, for the record, that this was a record attendance for the ICE conference. We had some very wonderful keynotes. I think it was great to see this morning. From singing to crying in 3 minutes or less. That was quite the interesting event. It was great. I think you did a wonderful job. All of that was made possible. All of these wonderful improvements that we've seen, the great network that we had this year, the great speakers, that's all made possible by a couple of primary individuals. Our co-chairs, both of you, I know you're here again, but if you wouldn't mind standing again for us, Amy and Maureen. And of course, all of the volunteers. And many of those volunteers are not, you don't see them right now because they're still cleaning up. So we really, really appreciate all of their time. And let's give Amy a great With that, I'm going to turn the microphone over to Nicole Zampano for a special award.
Good afternoon, everyone. We wanted to take the opportunity to once again thank and recognize Dr. Margaret Johnson for her hard work and her dedication and all of the success that she's brought to the ICE organization. So Margaret, if you can come up on behalf of the executive board, the governing board, and everyone in ICE, we wanted to present you with your signed plaque from everyone at the conference that had a chance to sign it. And yes.
And you know how I feel about it. After we're done, if we could get if the executive board would get together for a picture like that as well, I appreciate it. Can I say one thing real quick and then turn it over to you? Yes. There's just as a FYI, we do have a lost and found item. There is a wallet that has been found. If you can identify it, it is over at the bar. Judy has it. If no one identifies it, I think is that going to be a raffle prize? So I'm going to turn it over.
If you're a District 39 teacher, we think it's one of your teachers, so we can come to us. We can try to locate that for a moment.
And Margaret, I'm going to turn it over to you. And you've heard me say it many times. We will miss you, and we appreciate it.
All right, this is it? Okay. Well, I don't want to take very long. I just want to say thank you to everybody. This is a wonderful organization. If you haven't been involved, it's really something that would enhance not only your career, but your personal life, and certainly your learning network. So I would just encourage each and every one of you to get active in your chapter, to consider volunteering if you haven't ever at the conference and starting to get to know the committee members and maybe being on the committee. I started out by just responding to something in the newsletter, the ICE newsletter, about if I was interested in being on the conference committee, and 2 years later I was the co-chair for the conference. That was in 1997. And it's just been, this position has just been a great blessing, and it's been amazing to work with the conference committee, the Tech 20XX, 2014, 15, 16, whatever committees, and with all of the chapters and some of our special projects. So know what ICE can do for you, because there's a lot. And take advantage of it, and I hope to see you guys around. Now I can just eat the popcorn and watch the show and not have to make the show go. So anyway, thank you all, and now I turn it over to the other thing that is a blessing. We have a wonderful new executive director to lead ICE forward, and as Maureen said today in her message to the conference committee, ICE is always in beta and working to get better, as Adam said this morning. So, Amber.
Thank you very much. And we have some awards to give here. So thank you all for being here and staying, even if it is for the raffle. We do appreciate it. The first thing that I wanted to do is give a big thanks to the conference committee. As Margaret said, if you have the opportunity to be a part of ICE in a bigger way, I would highly recommend it. The camaraderie, the teamwork, the partnerships, the professional learning that comes just from being a part of ICE is exactly what drove me to want to be in the position that I'm in. So I do highly recommend it, and it's a great opportunity. So with that, a huge thanks to the conference committee for everything that they do. Absolutely incredible. All of our featured speakers were talking about this is one of the best conferences that they have been to, and as you know, they've been to a lot of conferences. So please give a big round of applause to our conference committee. also like to say thank you to the conference co-chairs. As Jerry mentioned earlier, Amy Lamberti will be the head co-chair next year with David Chan, standing there in the back with the raffle stuff. And we would like to give a thank you also to Maureen. Maureen has been the conference co-chair for the past 2 years, and we have, would you like for us to come to you, Maureen? We would just like to give Maureen a plaque for her dedication. She's been involved with ICE for much longer than 2 years, but as the conference co-chair the last 2 years, we really appreciate everything she's done. So thank you, Maureen. All right. It is my pleasure today to introduce the 2016 winners of the Educator of the Year Award. Each year, Illinois Computing Educators selects one classroom teacher and one non-classroom technology using educator. It could be a tech administrator or tech specialist for this award. There were many outstanding finalists this year, and we congratulate each of them for the excellent work that they are doing at schools throughout our state. Our first presentation today will be introducing the winner of this year's Teacher Educator of the Year in the Classroom Teacher category, Maggie Maslowski. Maggie, please come up. Maggie is an English teacher at Joliet West High School. She's considered a teacher leader in the area of instructional technology. Her willingness to network and continue to be a learner is unparalleled, especially since she loves sharing effective and engaging teaching strategies with her colleagues, such as engaging in ed chats on Twitter. Maggie is an innovative educator who has dedicated herself to learning and applying best practices in education. She is an educational leader who continually creates meaningful relationships with her students and effectively integrates technology to engage them in the learning process. Some of the recognition she has been awarded include the 2013 Ed Inspire, the 2014 ISBE Those Who Excel, and the 2015 Joliet Area Great Teacher Awards. One of her most meaningful recognitions came from her students, when she was named Most Motivational Teacher at Joliet West High School. Her passion for engaging and motivating students and showing students the power of setting goals, working hard, and achieving success is extremely important to her. She has also facilitated Motivate to Educate sessions at Joliet West Faculty Institutes, Downers Grove Playdate, and DICE conferences. Maggie currently serves as the DICE president, is an adjunct professor at the University of St. Francis in Joliet. She is also leaving after this to go to Wisconsin to present, and has also been asked to attend a conference in Texas later in April. So please give a round of applause to our 2016 ICE.
All right, well, thank you for all of you staying here to hear all these, and of course we're going to hear about Jennifer Smith, who's also amazing. I just want to thank everybody who came out here. Like, my sons are here, my husband, who's always there for me whenever we're babysitting or watching children while I'm at conferences. My sisters, who, when I was in high school, they were born, so they're leading on and going on to college and doing great things. And my parents, thank you so much for always motivating me to be the best I can be. See, now I get all teary-eyed. My mom's a teacher too, so she motivated me really well, and we were really poor back when, and she used to literally bring me in a playpen to school. So I literally have been in school all my life, and I love it. So she's instilled my passion for learning for all that. And my administration is awesome, and I'm glad that they allow me to do whatever I need to do. So thank you, Teresa, who's she also won Principal of the Year this year. Okay, it's okay, but still, you're still awesome. So knowing when you're an administrator and you support your teachers and let them be amazing and let them be awesome and let them try out things, we appreciate that. So thank you, and keep motivating yourself to be awesome, because it's all about engaging the kids, engaging yourself, and then you empower everybody. So thank you.
This year's Educator of the Year Award winner in the non-classroom teacher category is Jennifer Smith. Jen, please come up. Jennifer Smith has worked as the Instructional Technology Specialist for the past 4 years at South Middle School, where she is support to all teachers on staff. During her tenure at South Middle School, her goal has been to shift professional development to a needs-based, self-reflective model to deliver technology training to teachers. Teachers are able to choose their style of training and topics based on their abilities, strengths, and personal and professional goals. She has also facilitated a one-to-one iPad Chromebook pilot with all the social studies teachers in her school. Very active in ICE, Jen was the voice of the ICE social media campaign, the volunteer coordinator and facilities chair for the Students Involved with Technology Conference, and a member of the ICE Conference Committee for 5 years. She has also served as the Hawthorne 73 School District Technology Committee and on the Arlington Heights School District 25 Technology Committee. In addition to presenting at the ICE Conference, Jen has presented at NEA 2015, IFETC Conference, D70 Conference, and the Waukegan, Google, and more. Please give Jennifer a round of applause as our non-classroom 2016 Educator of the Year.
The second time in my whole life I've ever spoken on a microphone, so I'm very nervous, so I have notes, and then Maggie comes up and like off the cuff comes off so beautifully. It's a lot of pressure. Anyway, this award means the world to me. This organization has literally changed the path of my career. It's played an amazingly crucial role in changing the way that I look at teaching and learning, and it has actually helped me find my tribe. My friends, my mentors, and the people that I learned from are all part of this organization, and it's really been transformational for me. I also am so lucky to work in the best school district where my principal and the people around me encourage me to do whatever I want to do, to try it, to take risks. It's really empowering, and I feel so fortunate that they're even here in the room with me. And you may not have noticed, but I've had my in-laws here with me all day. They came this morning at 10 o'clock to see what this was all about and to see me speak. So without Pop-Up and Grandma, my life and my husband's life would be really different. So they support us so much. And my husband is probably the most patient person ever. He lets me volunteer for a bazillion things. He lets me go to ed camps whenever I want to go. And he encourages me to keep going and learning and growing. So without my family, this certainly would not be possible. So thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, and congratulations to both two much-deserved award winners. And now, the time has come. We are ready. So Judy, if you would like to take the stage, raffle time is here.
If you guys win, I want you to come running down the stairs to collect your prizes, okay? So here's a QR code, or you can type in the URL. It's just to a Google form, and we're just asking you some simple questions like, what's your name? So that's how you enter the raffle. So we have a little plan.
It's not my second time, and I still don't know how to use a microphone. So here's the plan. So we're gonna have a what do you call it? A random name generator. I'm so tired. I've been here all week. A random name generator based on all the names you put in the Google form. And so we'll tell you about what you're about to win. Then Amy will run the random name generator. And then you don't really have to come running out, but we're going to have you walk up, and then you're going to head over to the bar. Sorry, no drinks tonight. And head over to the bar to collect your prize. We might raffle those cocktail napkins off. So, and Carrie Balcom right here is going to take your picture holding your prize, because we're going to tweet it out later. And then there's also a laptop that you're going to have to. We need to, for I don't know, for financial reasons or tax reasons or something, we need your name and your email address. I got the laptop. So, and then you're free to go about your life with your new prize. The amazing vendor, all these were donated by our vendors, our very generous vendors, our exhibitors, and you have won a Brent Haven device bag from Brent Haven. Congratulations. Next up, we have a black device bag from the amazing folks at Max Cases. I don't know if you had a chance to talk to them, but they're awesome. So, now go. Michelle Johnson. Next up, also from Max Cases, it's, can you show me? This thing I just want to show you, I'm not going to actually take it apart to do it, but it's a fanny pack and a backpack, okay, so it's a convertible thing. Teachers love those kinds of things, so. Okay, so our winner of this is Next up, we actually have 5 of these, so we can go pretty quickly. Do you know if you guys can hear me? It's called, also from Max Cases, it's called an X-Band. And what it is, it's something you can put over, and it fits over iPads and all kinds of devices. And it's not a protective device. You'll see it's like a rubber bandy kind of thing. And what it allows you to do is then kind of slip your hand in there. So you know how some cases have those, but this allows you to slip your hand in so you can hold on to it. Oh, there's 6 of them. Okay.
Someone else gets to win.
Kirsten! I was looking better, right? Jeff Miller!
You're the lucky winner. You gotta sign up over there.
Abby Henderson. All right, Abby! Lori Evenhouse. How many more do we have?
2 more, or 1 more.
1 more, please.
Sorry. Here she is. I was napping.
And Connie also wins for probably the furthest distance traveled to be a volunteer. Okay, she's always in North Carolina. Next we have, there's 2 of these. These are Bits boxes. How many people were able to go to the Tinker Studio? You may have used these. The people at Bits Box were the ones that donated these. And I think it's kind of like a mail order thing that, you know, you got the bark box, or you can do where they send you dinners and things. So obviously this is, you know, for free. And then if you are interested, you could subscribe and we send you these cool, like makerspace kind of kits.
some things. So our first winner of the Bits box is and Nancy, all lowercase Nancy. Okay, next up we have from the fine folks at ICE. We have an ICE fleece vest. And what'll be nice about this is if you wear it next year to the conference, people will follow you around and ask you questions. So if that interests you, I hope you win. Patrick. Remember, I get these, you can ask me questions next year. This was a new vendor, and he was new to me, and I really enjoyed talking with him. From Think Right Technologies, the first prize is a 10 USB charger kind of block thing. It's about $100. I thought that was pretty good. So, yep, that's the one. So, who's going to win that? Ellie! Hopefully you have 10 devices to charge all of us. And then also from Think Right Technologies, they also donated, it's going to be 3 headphones. There are 3 different kinds of headphones that they rep. One, I believe, is a headset, but they're really super durable. The guy had a video at his booth where he had a kindergartner just trying to destroy this headset. So, all three together go to. Joshua, do you have some kindergartners that can try to come apart? Next up, we have from the people at OCOM Sales, a ProTech watch. I haven't seen it, but I heard it's really nice. It's about $220 worth of nice watch. Oh, Brendan Murphy! That'll be even better. Next, okay, this is really more than meets the eye here. This is from St. Francis University, and inside is a whole bunch of University of St. Francis swag in here, but also in here is a $500 gift certificate or $500 toward tuition for one of their teaching with technology classes. And if you look at the back of the voucher, it tells you more about it. But I thought, like, wow, at first I'm like, oh, nice, it's a string backpack, but there's so much more. So who's going to take a class? If you saw VS America, I know many of you probably know about these, the hockey stools. I used to call them Okie stools because it's so cute, but I know the real name is a hockey stool. You've got kids with the wiggles, or you're an adult with the wiggles. They're great. So, and our kids sometimes like to just turn them over and send them that way too. So, who's doing a hockey stool? Oh! Run down the stairs, Corey! Come on! Oh, thanks. Okay. You weren't ISTE's Young Educator of the Year for nothing! Okay, next we have, it's not this brochure, but this brochure will tell you about it. The actual thing is in the box over there. It's a, from my good friends at Camcor, it's a Kenavision dock camera. Who likes dock cameras? Oh, bird! From the generous people at, do you pronounce Shy? S-H-I? S-H-I? They actually have donated 2 things, but the first one is an Intel computer stick. I have no idea what it is, but it sounds really cool. I put it in my box. Somebody's coming home with an Intel computer stick. It does say Windows 10 at the bottom here. DJ. Then also from SHI, an HP, this is one of our, we're down to our 3 big prizes now, folks. We've got some of them, wow, really? Yeah, it's that time. From SHI we have, or SHI, we have an HP Pro Tablet 408. Who wants to win the tablet? How about that?
Did they take the network down at that time?
You know what? You open up the top. I'll just say a number to the person.
Okay, can you give me a number?
Unplug it so it's not over here. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do because you guys, we all gotta get home. So what we're gonna do is, if you would tell me how many people.
116 people.
Okay, 160 people. I'm just gonna say a number and Amy will look on the Google spreadsheet and that's the person who will win. If you've already won, womp womp, I'm sorry. Okay. So be honest because we have your picture. I'm going to say 111.
Brendan Murphy.
Oh,
You
sorry.
already won.
112.
112 is Carmen.
Carmen.
Carmen, you won a tablet.
You won the tablet. Oh, I'm sorry. We have to display the prizes. Okay, so this is from Pheasant Run. I hope you're all familiar with Pheasant Run. They're offering a free night. You can use it at any time you want to, next year's conference, whatever you want to. But that's what's in the envelope, so they tell me. I didn't know who did it, but a free night at Pheasant Run. And we're going to give this to number 12.
Wow.
Who got here early?
Sarah Ray.
Sarah. And then last but not least, our grand prize. It is I'll just read it. This prize includes 2 complimentary 2017 ICE General Conference days, 2 nights at Pheasant Run Resort, so you don't have to bunk in with Sarah, and during the conference, and a 1-year ICE membership. So this is pretty big. So if you get this, you're coming back next year. Oh, I have to think of a number. How about 88?